today's topic, part 2 of Doja Cat. Now,
Why do we do a part 2?
Because she was on live and she was giving out her apology, and then she name dropped us and basically debunked what we said. So we're going to take a listen to her live and we'll give her thoughts and we'll see if we're going to have to retract anything that we said.
Maybe.
So just to give you guys a little bit of context, we made a video about her in the past, right, a couple of days ago, during a tiny chat, or a chat room she was participating in. She made some comments. I'll play the clip. And we made a response video to that. As she goes through all her points in her apology, I'll bring up exactly what she did that she is addressing.
The next thing is race play. So I watched a YouTube video by ABBA and Preach.
Hey, what's up?
You know it.
Very interesting people. They can be very smart in a lot of subjects, and
Does that mean she watches a lot of videos?
Oh, well.
They could be smart in a lot of subjects, but in other ones,
She's about to say
we
but.
could be dumb as shit, nigga. You didn't know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you get squirted,
because you're problematic too.
When you get squirted on your feet.
I'm done with this video. Oh, nigga. You spread that shit on my feet, nigga. What is that?
It's Perel. Sorry, man. It's Perel. It's just alcohol.
Nigga, this is the gayest thing you've ever done. You literally squirted on my leg.
As the bottle that did.
Yeah, I've never had a man do that.
Nigga, you gonna be in the doll and not tell me, and I'll pass you the doll?
Yeah, is that gay?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You in? Yeah, you got some
sugary ass nigga.
Yeah, you got some shit on your
Sugar.
fucking finger.
Yeah, you like sugar, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
You like
Step on it. What's up?
Easy bake oven? Easy bake oven, nigga. Yo, we gonna move on.
You mad, man. Anyways. She's about to say
I enjoyed a few videos by them. But
let's hear it.
There was a video about me that came out a few hours ago. I don't think it's been a day. But the video that came out was about me, and they misinterpreted what I said in a clip on Tiny Chat. So the clip that you see me where I was, and yes, this is me 100% fucking excusing my dumbass behavior. I'm dumb, but I'm also drunk.
I'm glad I was right about her being dumb take. I'm not expecting a young, rich, dumb person to make smart decisions. All right, I did say that in the video. It was a dumb thing to do. Now, is she right that we mischaracterized what she said? She is, 100%. Is she right that wasn't race play? I don't know. I'll take her word for it. I can't tell her what she was feeling or what she does behind closed doors. This was just my assessment of what I saw. She's saying it's not that. I'm not into that. Okay. I will believe you, and I will retract that, and I will apologize if I disparaged you. However,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
However, your substitute for why it was, when you took my reasoning out and you said it was because I was drunk, to me, that's not defense.
Thank you very much.
Okay, here's the thing.
Thank you.
I've been around a lot of black people when they're drunk. A lot of black people. I have never heard the N-word with a hard ER come out of their mouth while they're drunk. To me, and this is my opinion about people in general when they're drunk, how you behave when you are drunk says something about who you are even when you're sober. I have been blackout drunk so many times in my life, and there's so many behaviors I would never think to engage in. So when I see people acting a fool or doing things and like, I was drunk. No, boo-boo. You got stuff inside that's repressed or something's going on. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's your choice.
If you're problematic when you're drunk, you're problematic. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, no, that's a great point, and that's pretty much what I wanted to get at. I don't think... If what I'm saying is wrong, then I'll take that and we'll substitute with whatever you got. It doesn't necessarily make the situation that much better to me, but I understand that your fans may see it differently, and that's fine. I just wanted to address that point.
I can be concise, I can be clear, I can speak, I know how to speak. I am smart, but I'm also kind of a dumbass. In this video, I'm being completely fucking blackout drunk and completely fucking dumb.
Shout out to you for that. Like, I don't know a lot of people that would admit that they're dumb.
But she's also really smart and concise. It's kind of confusing, ain't it?
But it makes sense.
You know what's more confusing?
What?
A black person saying the N-word on live.
a black person saying that. Yeah, a black person saying that to someone else. And yeah, in that context, that's very.
Well, let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
I'm in no way into race play. It's not something that.
Man, I gave you the best out. Hold up, let me just say,
go ahead,
I'm pretty much like your lawyer. I gave you the out you needed to say, yo, listen, behind closed doors, I'm free. And it's part of the brand. But you know what? You want to, I'm assuming, go for the truth or something you think is better. And listen, I will commend you on that. But I'm just saying, you can hire me. You know what I'm saying? You need a publicist. I flipped it for you, girl. I flipped it for you, girl. I don't even like you, but I flipped it for you.
Like a burger.
Abbott and Preach, who made this video, I think it was Preach that knows people who are into race play.
No, it's ABBA. Okay, first off,
ABBA.
But I'm mad at you. Okay,
Enchanté.
And I don't know people. I just happened to stumble upon some videos.
Ooh, you freaky. Ooh, you know people that call that race back, and then you know people that's cool on you. Ooh,
Stupid.
you freaky.
You stupid.
You freaky.
I can't even use that word. But it is all this to say, I don't know people. I just stumbled upon videos, and then I discovered that was a world. So I just want to clear that up. And in my defense, I'd shown this to a couple of people who work in that industry who provide those services, and they told me, yeah, that kind of looks like it. That being said, she says it's not, so we do have to take her word for it, and that's the end.
Under the comments of the video, there's people that are like, yeah, there's a bunch of people that ask me to do that. So,
okay. It's okay.
But yeah, fair, cool.
I am in no way. Yeah, I am completely not into it.
You didn't get a little wet? Like not even a little bit?
Well, she was wet probably from the alcohol. She was not wet. I mean,
saying,
maybe she spilled some on her.
I'm just saying, maybe,
but no.
Try it out. Find out if you're into it. Maybe you're drunk, so I was like, I want to do this so bad.
She's saying it's not her thing. So she didn't get a little bit of, no. She's saying no. So no.
Okay, this is a confession we're going to make too, guys. All right. I know about Doja from a different context. Me and Preach are both street dancers, okay? From the city of Montreal. Well, he's from the city of Montreal. I live here now. And she battled a couple she battled a couple of her homies. Yeah, in a street dance battle. It was pretty crazy to watch. We thought her team lost, but they ended up getting the W.
That's another story.
That's why we did this video. That's why we did the original video. We like, yo,
reparation.
Yeah, you stole that win. We gonna steal wins from you. I'm just playing. That being said, shout out to her for street dance. I always like seeing street dancers thrive after their street dance stint. But I just wanted to make that little side note. I didn't include in the last video, but I wanted to mention it this time.
I had a video of me talking about my hair. I have a lot of trouble taking care of my hair. If I think that it's difficult, if I feel that it's difficult to take care of my hair, I'm gonna state it. It doesn't, in no fucking way, does it mean that I hate my hair. My hair is amazing. I have beautiful hair. I get lots of compliments on it. It's an outer thing and it's an inner thing. I know that I'm beautiful. I love myself. That's why I parade myself on fucking social media constantly. Why do you think I'm on here all the time? All right.
Well, because you...
It's not because you love yourself that you're on social media. Oftentimes people go on social media for validation purposes.
But it's not because you're on social media loving yourself. You love yourself the way you are right now. That you don't hate a part of you. Meaning self-hate.
That being said,
I'm not saying that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's not, I'm just saying your argument, I understand it, but it doesn't mean what you say it means.
At the same time, in her defense, it's hard to prove that you don't hate yourself. It's hard to prove a negative.
I can like something that does not exist. I'm not saying that she's wrong.
Yeah, but her argument.
I understand your argument, but it's bad. It's not a good argument.
The times that maybe there was a photo that was lightened to a certain point. That shit just happens. I'm not behind editing my photos. This is a whole team of people who are behind editing. You can speak to them, not me.
I don't mind that you had lightened photos. I don't like the idea that you put the accountability of how your product looks on other people. Yes, other people are part of the process, and yes, other people, it's still your name and it's still your face. And one thing you're going to learn in this business is that anything that has your name in your face, you can throw the blame on your photographer, you can throw the blame on your lyricist or whoever wrote it. At the end of the day, you're still the face of whatever you say and project. And so therefore, you bear the responsibility of that, even if it's not necessarily reflective of your views. A good business practice is to understand that you hire the right people and you take accountability for all those things.
So I made a song, I think it was 2015, but that's irrelevant. And it has a very offensive term in it. And it shouldn't be used, period. I'm going to start with, I'm very sorry to anybody who's taken offense, to anybody who I've hurt, using this term. When I used it, it was because I was in chat rooms all the time and I was kind of locked away, and I was always on there just dealing with people coming at me left and right, talking about different slanderous terms after another. The term that I used in the song is one that I learned that day. So people were calling me it left and right, and I used it in a song. And it was to kind of take back and fucking just say fuck you to those people.
Okay, I think I get what she's getting at, and I know what she's talking about because I used to be part of a lot of forums, and so I would see that term before. Now the forums weren't necessarily supremacist forums. That being said, there was definitely some elements of like extreme right wing on that forum. I'll give you an example. I was part of a forum called bodybuilding.com. You familiar with that?
No.
Okay, it's a very popular forum. Back in the day, it was the fucking spot. I'm talking about some of the best stories. All right. Yeah. And the specific spot called the Misc is for a bunch of degenerates. Great.
The Misc?
Misc.
Miscellaneous.
Yeah, the miscellaneous section. All right. And let me tell you, it was very miscellaneous. You'll find anything. In that chat.
Okay.
But also a lot of people saying stuff like didn't do nothing. So I can imagine that she would have heard that and tried to turn to a track. And it's part of the reason why I think we didn't go in depth on it. I didn't think it was a great point to hold against her when people were coming for her. I was like, I don't agree with that notion. So
But then again, what we did was reporting what people said. There's like the reason why, like when we mentioned that song, I believe we said it's not that one thing. It's the agglomeration.
Sure.
Agglomeration of a lot of things. It was that song. It was this and said that when we brought the song, it was really to explain how people perceive that.
Sure. People can perceive it the other way and say she is, but we have no way of knowing. So you can choose to give her the benefit of that, or you could not choose to. All we have right now is her reward. I can't dictate to somebody their intent because I don't know. You can look at their behavior and infer things, but we don't actually know. So I'm gonna just.
I agree, but when we
The chat room that I go to is a public chat room. It's me, my friends. You go in there. There are racist people who come in and out of the chat. They're there. They happen and then they're banned. The narrative that it's a white supremacist chat is completely incorrect.
Okay, I think I know where she's going, but I'm gonna just chime in. We didn't cover this point in the original video because
we didn't know
the idea that Tiny Chat was this person. I'm like, no. Okay, it's just like any other platform. You go on YouTube, you're gonna find all kinds of channels. Trust me, lengthy videos. All right, all about that kind of ideology. Doesn't mean that the platform is necessarily that. In that same token, same thing for Facebook. We've seen comment sections. Doesn't mean that the whole of Facebook is that. In that same token, Tiny Chat isn't that. And I know this because, again, I mentioned the forum I was on. The forum had some of that, but it wasn't the whole website, and it certainly wasn't the whole forum. So it's important not to disparage a platform in order to make a false point, because it doesn't work in your favor. I remember when I heard the Tiny Chat thing, I'm like, I've used Tiny Chat before. It's nothing like that. But it is true that some people come in to troll. Same thing with Twitch, any other platform. You'll find people saying the most zaniest things there. So to her credit, I will admit this is also true. Look, like I said, if we fucked up, we retract it. I'm fine with doing that right now. I will say, my bad, I got the wrong take. Mm-hmm. That being said, it really doesn't absolve you, the criticism that you're receiving, and it doesn't absolve people of the idea that you may have some internalized issues. That being said, I don't like playing armchair psychologist where I tell you, I saw so many people being like, her dad's been absent, so that's why, like, listen, guys, we don't know how that trauma or how that absence affected her. I'm not going to do that to that person. That being said, based off what you said, which is, and you saying you were drunk, I would still, my personal thing, look at why you engaged in that behavior, because to me, that is indicative of something. Not sure what, because I don't know you. I'm just saying it is something. That's all.
You don't have the credentials to know what it is.
No, but we will be the first to say we were wrong on the race play. You say you're not into that. I will take your word for it. I apologize. And that's it.
But that was your best exit.
It really was. Honestly, if you need a publicist, holla at me. I won't listen to your music, but if you pay me enough, I'll come up with the best excuses. Okay? Much love. Hope this passes for you. I'm not advocating for you being canceled, nor did we in the previous video.
But we never had.
No, I'm not a canceler. If you guys want to cancel, that's your choice.
That's your business.
I'm not going to tell people who they should or shouldn't listen to. That being said, I can't cancel someone I never listened to. But I wouldn't even if I did. So that's my whole point. Anything you want to add to say to her?
Yeah, what Abba did was trying to see where you were coming from and give you an alibi. What I did was try to see. I tried to look at the perception of the people, like what they were gonna say and how they were gonna think and all that. So yeah, whatever. Do you, girl? Do you?
Yeah.
Again,
just avoid ERs. All right, even if you get injured, okay. Even if your legs are broken, just avoid any ERs. And here's the other thing. Also, look, I know there's a lot of trolling involved with like a lot of stuff, eccentric. That's fine. But also recognize that sometimes always engaging in that, sometimes you may also take it too far. Is that one of those instances?
Yo, listen, of course, we can take it too far. I mean, when we do jokes,
yeah,
there's plenty of jokes that I've done that I've taken too far.
Really?
Of course.
I don't feel that way.
You stupid as fuck. let me get the Purell out.
No more recording.
Calm down.
No more recording. You know why? Because you can't put hand sanitizer on feet, my nigga. You need feet sanitizer.
If you don't get the fuck out of here, if you don't grab your shit and get the fuck out, no, but seriously, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's that saying? What was I? Yeah. There's plenty of times where I've done jokes where I went too far. It happens, or situation where you push it too far. It happens. I gotta put one thing. Your apology she did right there, I gotta give you that, was some of the best apology that I've seen. Because not the best, but that I've seen from other people. When people fuck up, the apology, I did that and everything and stuff, and I hurt people. But the reason why is because, and then they give you a big, like, she just really tried to set the record straight. I was like, listen, she said she fucked up.
Yeah.
She said, yo, I was dumb. So that's, and I've always said that. That's the kind of apology that I like.
I know you said you like short apology. I fucked up. I'm walking away.
Yes. But that would be the perfect. I fucked up.
I also understand, like, if people misrepresent.
Yes, exactly. So she has to. That's what I'm saying. So to me, it was still a short apology because you have to set the record straight about something. She's not trying to make her look like the victim of something, which is fine. I'm still not a fan, but I
agree. Here's what I'll say. I thought that apology is shit, and if she wants a better one, she needs to hire me.
Holla.